Hello, my lovelies. Welcome to your December 2021 reading. This reading is going to be for the sun, moon, and rising sign of Cancer for the month of December. Please keep in mind that this is a general reading, so it may not resonate with each and every one of you, but please do take what does resonate and leave the rest behind, okay? Also, be sure to check out your moon and rising signs as well if you find that there are no messages in this video for you. As usual, this will be a 5-card spread looking at the general energies for the upcoming month. The first card is going to look at what your overall energy will be for the month. The second card will look at what the theme of the month will be for you. Third card will look at what challenges may be present. Fourth card is going to look at how you should be responding to those challenges. And the fifth card will be advice from your beautiful angels, guides, and ancestors. Okay. I will also go in to clarify the initial messages as needed to see if we can dig a little bit deeper into what it is that Spirit would like for you to know in this upcoming month. All right. And then last but not least, I will pull 2 oracle cards at the end of this reading to further confirm and validate the messages that Spirit puts on the table for you. All right. So let's go ahead and get started. Thank you, beautiful angels, spirit guides, ancestors, for the collective sign of Cancer. Please show me what their overall energy will be for the month of December 2021. Overall energy for Cancers, please. Overall energies for Cancers. Thank you, beautiful angels of spirit guides, ancestors. Overall energy for Cancers, please. Overall energies for Cancer in the month of December. Oh. Okay, and we have Judgment as your overall energy. What will be the theme of the month for Cancer? Theme of the month. Thank you, beautiful angels. Whoa. Okay, both of these wanted to come out, so we'll take them. All right, so we have the 3 of Swords in reverse as well as the Knight of Pentacles for the theme of the month. All right, and what challenges may be present? Please guide me and show me clearly. What challenges may be present? Please guide me and show me clearly, beautiful angels, spirit guides. All right, we have the 4 of Swords in the challenging position. And how should Cancer respond to this challenge? Please guide me and show me clearly. How should Cancer respond to the challenge? How should they respond? Please guide me and show me clearly. All right, and we have the 8 of Wands as your response. And last but not least, what advice do you have for Cancers in December? What advice do you have for them? What advice? What advice do you have for your lovely Cancers? Okay, one moment, because that like flew off the table. All right, and we have Justice in reverse. Okay, that's advice from Spirit. Okay, card at the bottom of the deck is the 8 of Swords. All right, Cancers, what do you all have coming up for you all in December? Let's take a look. You have the 8 of Swords as the card at the bottom of the deck for you. which means that some of you could be in your head about something, okay? And I feel like you are going to be making some judgment calls, with this judgment card being here as your overall energy. But with the justice card, also being in the advice for spirit in reverse, I feel like whatever this judgment that you're awakening to, or that you feel like has to be made, with the justice card being in reverse back here, I know I'm kind of being ahead of myself right now. I kind of feel like Spirit is saying to make sure you are judging wisely, okay? Make sure you're being fair and just in whatever decision that this has to be made, and that you're not deciding or going through something based off you being in your head, okay? The Eight of Swords is all about negative thoughts, you feeling imprisoned. So this could be you talking yourself into or out of something, but you just have to make sure you're going through it the right way. All right, overall energy is Judgment. All right, Judgment is usually a card meaning that it is time. All right, it is time for some revelations to be revealed. It is time for an awakening to occur. It is time for actions to be made, okay? Before something has to be completed, before the wrap up, because if you think this is the card prior to the last card of the deck, which is the World card, okay? So World is all about completion. So this is you having to make some changes, some decisions before a completion can occur. All right, so this is going to be your energy in December, your overall energy, you ready to make some calls on something. All right, now the Knight of Pentacles as well as the Three of Swords in reverse is the theme of the month for you. Okay, now this is interesting enough. The Knight of Pentacles is, all about movement. Knights in general are about movement, okay? And we have this Knight of Pentacles facing towards this Three of Swords in reverse. The Three of Swords in reverse is all about letting go of heartache, okay? Letting go of disappointments, turning a negative into a positive, okay? Becoming more optimistic, being able to let go and release. So with this Knight of Pentacles facing towards this, I feel like this is what you're moving towards, okay? You're making the call, okay, with this Judgment card to move towards letting go of any type of loss, any type of disappointments, any type of heartaches that you may have recently incurred. This is you moving towards letting that go. Now, the thing about the Knight of Pentacles is that if you watch my videos, you know my Knight of Pentacles is the slow and steady wins the race knight for me. So this is you moving towards these things, but moving towards them at a slower pace, okay? You're not in a rush toward it. You're taking your time to move in a direction that is going to give you the results that you are looking for, okay? So this is you, I feel like in December, awakening to some type of movement that needs to occur that's going to move you away from this Three of Swords energy in reverse, which is letting go of all of those things that normally would bring you what a Three of Swords upright brings, which is pain, heartache, or things like that. But with it being in reverse, this is you moving away from that energy, I feel like. Okay. And then the card for you that's in the challenging position is the Four of Swords. All right. The Four of Swords is normally about being able to rest, relax, put your guard down for a moment, not necessarily being in a stance or a situation where you always have to feel on edge or on guard. All right. Now, with this being in a challenging position, this might be what the thing that is preventing you, this situation here, may be from preventing you from resting, okay? Because you're constantly on edge. I feel like you could be or will be maybe thinking about it, not really getting the rest that you need because you're constantly thinking about this situation and what it is that the call that you have to make, okay? Keep in mind too, you also had the Eight of Swords, and this could be another reason why you're not able to rest, because you're constantly in your head. Okay, you're letting the thoughts maybe consume you, or you know that this judgment has to happen, so you are constantly thinking about it and battling yourself as to, you know, what is going to be the final outcome. All right, so Spirit's advice for you in regards to that is the Eight of Wands. Okay, the Eight of Wands is all about moving forward. All right, letting bygones be bygones is what I'm getting. Okay, so removing the obstacles. Okay, and I feel like in this case, the obstacles being your own mental capacity, removing those blockages that is going to keep you, you know, constantly worrying or constantly thinking about the situation or overthinking it. Okay, letting bygones be bygones, letting the past be in the past, so that you can move forward. All right, now the Justice card in reverse is your advice from Spirit, and I think Spirit is telling you to make a fair call. All right, make sure you're making a fair call when it comes to this judgment here. All right, making sure that everything is balanced. Okay, all right, so don't be unfair in your judgment. Okay, because I feel like you may have the capacity to be able to be unfair in whatever decision it is that you're making, because the Justice is in reverse. So I feel like it will be your call to make sure that this decision that is made is fair on all ends of the board and not just for you. So I pretty much feel like that's Spirit letting you know to make sure that you judge wisely, okay, and judge fairly, and whatever it is that you have to make a call on. All right, so whatever it is that you're trying to move away from, okay, to move towards happier times with this Three of Swords being in reverse, just make sure that it is going to be something that is not just for the benefit of you, but for the other parties as well. All right, meaning like, no, don't leave like a bad taste in someone else's mouth. All right, so that's why I kind of feel like, you know, make sure you are choosing wisely. Don't leave a bad taste, or don't, I feel like it's saying like, don't be bitter in a situation. Okay, making sure that you are judging fairly overall, basically. All right, so then let's go ahead and clarify to see if we can dig a little deeper. Thank you, beautiful angels, guides, and ancestors, for Cancers. Please clarify for me the Judgment card in the position of overall energy. Yeah, so I feel like with the Judgment card there, it's kind of like you feel like you've come to a conclusion about something. All right, and you are ready to make the call, make the announcement. All right, make the announcement about this, and it's going to have something to do with moving forward. All right, thank you, beautiful angels, guides, and ancestors, for Cancer. Thank you. Okay, so to clarify the Judgment card, we have the Two of Pentacles. All right, and Two of Pentacles is all about prioritizing and balancing things out. So you're making a call to do that, and I feel like it's you balancing emotions. Okay, I feel like it has to do with you balancing emotions, getting things back on track, especially with this Knight of Pentacles moving towards this Three of Swords in reverse. So making the call to get maybe your emotions balanced and back in check. All right, so that could be what you're making a call towards. Okay, and Two of Pentacles is not only about balancing, but also about prioritizing. So you getting some things in place in December. Okay, let's clarify the Knight of Pentacles and the Three of Swords in reverse, position of the theme of the month. Let's clarify the Knight of Pentacles and the Three of Swords in a position, the Three of Swords in reverse in the position of theme of the month. maybe I feel like some of you may have been like focused more so on love, okay, and not necessarily the positive aspects of it. Maybe you're going through like some ordeals in a relationship and you've been kind of putting your attention towards that more than you have anything else. All right, and that was not being making things balanced for you. So maybe you weren't able to focus on other areas in your life that needs attention because you're focused on, or could have been focused on things that's love related. So I feel like in December you're saying, okay, you kind of want to maybe put that on a back burner a little bit, and maybe that's why the Justice in reverse is here, because to make sure that the call that's made is a fair call. So if you are just deciding to put something on a back burner for a little bit, maybe not canceling them all the way out, you know, not being so unfair and unjust to where it's 100% about you, but maybe giving a good give-take balance between you working on self and then you also working on the relationship as well. All right, so you have the 10 of Swords to clarify the Knight of Pentacles with this 3 of Swords in reverse. So yeah, so this is definitely some old ways coming to an end. I think this is just saying letting go of things that was not serving this relationship or serving this situation. Okay, realizing that the approaches that were made prior to were not good approaches and they were to no avail. Okay, so now some new attempts and new efforts have to be made towards moving away from or moving towards things that's going to enlighten this relationship and brighten it. Okay, and also allow for a balance to come between. Thank you, beautiful angels, guides, and ancestors. For Cancers, please clarify the 4 of Swords for me in a position of challenge in December. Yeah, so I feel like definitely getting prioritizing. You want to prioritize self. I feel like you were in a space where you were devoting too much time and energy into maybe a relationship. All right, and then now you are needing to balance some things out so that you can move not only towards, you know, letting go of disappointing areas or aspects of that relationship, but also bringing in a balance, okay, and prioritizing self over the situation. All right, but let's see what we have. All right, so we have the 10 of Pentacles to clarify the 4 of Swords, and I feel like this is just saying perfection. Some of you are maybe seeking perfection, and I feel like you just need to have to let go, or really, I feel like it's saying let go, or really accept a person or a situation for what it is. And this is why I feel like that Justice card in reverse too is fairness. Accept a person for what it is or what they are, and accepting or realizing that you can't change everything and you can't necessarily change a person. All right, so either you're going to accept them for who they are and let go of all these high expectations or high beliefs that you have about a person or what you want or expect from them. I feel like you have to let that go to the wayside. All right, and not be so critical and judgmental towards them. All right, because then you are in your head a lot about this because you're overthinking the situation. All right, because maybe in your mind you have this picture perfect idea of life and family and relationship and how it should be, and you're constantly thinking about it, not really allowing yourself to see the reality of life, which is nothing's perfect. Okay, and sometimes we have to accept things for what they are and accept people for who they are, and if we can't do that, then we have to know where our boundaries lie within ourselves that's keeping or making us feel that way about the situation. Okay, because it could be, in this case, it's not them, it's ourselves. Okay, so I feel like you are definitely overthinking a picture perfect life and how things should be, And I feel like with this Eight of Wands also being here, Spirit is also saying to just, you know, to go with the flow. All right, go with the flow. Let yourself expand and grow based off life, okay, in your own life, and not the expectations of what you have this idea of what things should be. All right, so then let's also clarify this Eight of Wands in the position of response to the challenges. All right, so yeah, I feel like that Eight of Wands is like definitely like just, you know, go with the flow of life. Go with the flow, and don't like the challenge is don't overthink this, you know, this perfect idea of what life should look like. All right, give me 1 second because that like flew off the table too. All right, so we have the King of Cups in reverse. So yeah, not being in sync, not with your intuition, not being in flow. All right, that's the King of Cups in reverse. All right, so just being maybe overly indulged, a little bit too indulged, okay, in your feelings. So this is just saying to just really take the moment to just set sail. All right, don't tie your emotions so much into it, okay. Don't feel like, or I really should say, to really go with the instinct and the intuition of flow. All right, and that's what I feel like the Spirit is wanting you to do. All right, don't be so emotionally tied up into things, because I feel like you're emotionally and mentally invested into this situation a little bit too much. All right, and you're kind of not allowing yourself to go with the flow of things. So let's clarify the Justice card in reverse. Why is the Justice card in reverse? Any advice from Spirit? Please clarify that Justice in reverse. Oh. Okay, and we have the Knight of Wands. Okay, and the Knight of Wands is all about being adventurous, okay, taking action, moving forward, being passionate about something. So be passionate about your judgment call. Be passionate about it. Don't be too over analytical about it. Don't be unfair about it, okay? Because I feel like the passion is there wherever it is, but I feel like some of you may be kind of maybe making being a little harsh, okay, on the situation. And I feel like, oh, and you look at this, you have the Judgment card again, okay, at the bottom of this deck. And I feel like this is just really calling for you to get things into balance, prioritize things, really see things for what they are and not how you want them to be or how you wish them to be, but to see how they are. You see them for how they are now. All right, and then this way I feel like you'll be able to move into alignment with this situation. All right, and let the bygones be the bygones, and, you know, learn to appreciate the situation for what it is or for what it's worth. All right, thank you, beautiful angels, guides, ancestors. Now we are going to ask for one oracle message. Okay, so we have number 25, round and round. Okay, so this is round and round is usually something that's repetitive, okay, a repetitive cycle. All right, the ups, the downs, the highs, the lows. But let's take a look at what that says for us. So that's going to be number 25, round and round. All right, and it says that the appearance of this card is a reminder that although it may appear that you've gone backward, the truth is that you are standing at a higher level, looking down into your circumstances. You will learn something, do something better, and break a cycle set up in the past. You actually have a bird's eye view of your initial footprints and can assess the wisdoms and lessons learned. All right. And then even if you look at this card here, okay, the Judgment card, okay, it's like she's ascended above the city. Okay, so she has like this bird's eye view. All right, so this means that you can see what needs, the call that needs to be made. All right, the things that needs to be done, but make sure you're just doing it fairly. All right, you're really tying into or releasing those things that keeps things in the round and round cycle. From this angle or from this point, you should be able to see what things needs to be adjusted. Okay, now we're going to pull one more oracle card for you guys. Give me one moment. Thank you, beautiful angels, spirit guides, ancestors, for the lovely Cancers. Okay, and that one wanted to pop right out. All right, and then you guys had Deep Freeze come out, which is number 26. Okay, but it came out in the reverse. All right, so then let's take a look at what Deep Freeze says for you guys. Reverse. Okay, so reverse, it says nothing you can do right now will amount to anything substantial, no matter how much you try, push, manipulate, or cajole. Life wants you to take a break. You need to do this now, lest you become exhausted and be forced to rest. Okay, and that's the truth, because even with this Four of Swords here in a challenging position, that is all about a burnout or being exhausted. Okay, what you need will be there for you when you emerge in the springtime. For now, winter has its own ideas for you, so wait for signs of spring. Yes, and this is, as you know, we are in the winter months, December. Okay, so this is just really calling for you to not really make the wrong decisions or choices right now, and to kind of use this time to awaken. Okay, so what things needs to be changed, what things need to be prioritized, and in what order. Okay, so that when the springtime does arise for us all, that'll be the time where you can kind of look at what you have come up with and act on it. All right. Okay, my lovely Cancers, that is your December 2021 reading. I really hope you enjoyed it. If so, please be sure to hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe on your way out. Until next time, my lovelies, take care and bye-bye.